So the top three is pretty diverse,
Yeah.
I would say. What do you think that speaks to what America wants in popular music?
I don't know what it says. It reminds me of the election. I mean, Mitt Romney and President Obama could not have been more polar opposite, yet it seemed so close, at least in the popular vote, which means we're a pretty polarized nation. And we almost see that now at The Voice. Like, wow, really? Like Nicholas David and Cassidy Pope and, Terry's like this rocker, if you like U2 and Coldplay and that whole vibe that's happening there. You got Cassidy, who can do like pop rock and represents everything from an Avril Lavigne to a Taylor Swift and her own. And you've got Nicholas David, who represents what we really see is happening in folk rock with Mumford & Sons and of Monsters and Men, who we did their song tonight. So it's diverse, and I think it says America's got just good taste in music right now.
What are you hoping that they'll perform next week? If you could pick a song for each of them to perform, what would you choose?
I don't know. We're talking about it now, and as a producer of the show, I'm actually influential on what they are going to sing, so I don't want to say what they're going to sing. But we were just trying to get to the root of who they are. This is their last chance to make a plea to America. Should you pick me as the winner of The Voice, this is what I'm going to look and sound like as an artist. And so we talked about relevance. Someone like Terry McDermott, who's done a lot of 70s songs, it was like, you know what, we need to be a little bit more current. So that was a conversation we had there. A little bit with Nicholas David, too, although he puts soul into anything. And Cassidy and Blake have a really good idea of where they've done Michelle Branch and the Avril Lavigne and the Miranda song, the Keith Urban song. So they know what they're doing.
And there's going to be some wonderful guests next week.
Yeah, like crazy.
Is there any chance that they'll get to perform with any other contestants? Will I get to see Kelly Clarkson and Cassidy Pope sing together?
You will see Cassidy Pope and the Killers perform together. And you'll see Kelly Clarkson and Bruno Mars and Rihanna. And you'll see other of our top three intermixed with those performances that we're working on right now. But it's going to be a good night of music.
I'm very excited. As
cool.
a music fan, I'm very excited.
Me too.
And my last question is, we know we saw Juliet tonight, and she had a following before The Voice with Automatic Love Letter, and I was a Hey Monday fan.
Oh, cool.
So I've known Cassie for years. What can you say about The Voice being sort of a second opportunity for artists to relaunch their careers?
Well, I mean, the answer to your question for real music fans who are on the inside, who know a little bit about the dissolve of the music business in the last, really, 5-10 years, as the economy's been in the toilet, the record business is something else now. TV's been a great place for exposure, and to have the second life opportunity for artists like Juliet and Cassidy, who come from real working musician situations, is awesome. I'm a cynic. I never thought these shows on TV were music authentic. I never liked any of them. When they asked me to host a show, I was like, no thanks, what's next? I'm on at 1:30 in the morning, and that's good enough for me. The Voice gets it right. They really put the authenticity of music first, and I think you're seeing that by having people like Juliet and Cassidy on.